Hey y'all. Ha ha. You see my arm, huh? Thanks for coming on the walk. Or get your mats if you're gonna do some stretch out. Get your weights if you want pump up after the dinner walk. Ha ha. During the after dinner walk. Get your chair if you're gonna do chair exercises. Stand up if you walk in place. Line up if you walk wall to wall. Sit up on your bike. Start your treadmill. Power on. Move. Yeah, yo, yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk. Yes, I'm stiff. I don't even know how it happened. I was loose as a goose earlier. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Hey, John. Our moderator is in place. Yeah, y'all. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise with me. I'll be a little loose after 5 minutes. Well, thanks for the love. Y'all remember Gloria Steinem? The Women's Action Alliance? That's how we got protection from the Roe v. Wade. It was her, Ruth Ginsburg, Nikki Giovanni, Maya Angelou, my goodness. Anyway, they're all there. And they got it done with a call to action alliance. Women's Call to Action Alliance. Well, I want to do a call to action. Now, Gloria Steinem is still alive. She's still alive. She's 90. I don't know how much she knows about what's going on, how her hard work was toileted. But we have to use this time now to do a Women Action Alliance. Now, the biggest contributor to these German Republicans and the orange shit stain is these churches. They're under the guise of the Heritage Foundation. All type of pastors that don't even get along with anyone. Because I know Baptists hate everybody. Hi, thanks for coming on the wall. I know Baptists hate everyone. I know the Catholics, they did. It's the only way. The Protestants, they in there big time, low key. The Mormons, holy crap. They at the freaking helm with the FLDS and definitely the Catholic Church. So the call to order is, the Women's Action Alliance is, y'all stay away from them churches and things until after the election. Because your money is going towards you being fucked up. They're taking millions of dollars from church offerings to push through laws to watch you die with a baby inside you. To not even do a simple procedure as a D&D to clear out your tubes. And you're paying for it. Because the majority of what people go to church are women. The majority of the people. The majority of people who pay tithes are women. my father told me that, because I couldn't understand if my grandmother was taking care of me, why he couldn't send her some money. You know? He said he sent it to her, but she gave it all to the church. And he wouldn't be wrong. I couldn't say anything. I seen it. Food from out our stomach, she paid her tithes. She would pay her tithes. She didn't care. We had to pay for books. We had to rent books in South Carolina. Yep. They didn't want to pay for that. I guess that's what a little change. I guess that's a little change that my father used to send her. If you want to make an impact, and if you say that you want reproductive rights, then you have to take an action other than marching them up and down the street. And I'm going to tell you where that impact will be felt. When that offering dish is light, when there's no money in the offering dish, you'll see things change. When that man on the stage or the pulpit jumps around, and ain't nobody there to see him, you'll see how things will change. Now you say, well, what do I do? What do I do if I don't go to church? First of all, as I've been told forever and ever, the church is a structure. You can be whatever religion you want to be anywhere on this planet. You can get on a boat and pray. You can sit on the grass with your children and pray. You can go out for brunch and pray. You can take your money that you would put for the tithes and stay home and put it in the jar and look and see how much money you're giving them. Tax time coming up. Tax time coming up. You know y'all give a lot of money off the taxes. But Women Action Alliance, get your asses off those pews. You know what they're doing to families. They talk. Stop listening to what they talk and look what's being done. Every time I look, and I see my videos because I'm always on YouTube streets, they always say, well, they were a good Christian this, or a good so-and-so this, but I'm looking at true crime. I'm looking at true crime. That doesn't make you a good person. What makes you a good person is what's inside of you. The veterans I used to work with, they used to ask me, Vicki, can you come on Sunday and push me down to the chapel? Oh, Vicki, they're going to have a service. Can you come on Sunday and push me down? I couldn't. My grandmother said it was more important for me to sit in church than to help people who put their life on the line for this country, and all they want to do on Sunday is go down to the church. I couldn't understand. I said, well, she said, no, you have to go to church, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I said, but what I'm doing is godly work. That veteran is just saying, before I get out of here, I just want to go sit on that pew. And they didn't have a lot of volunteers. But my grandmother wouldn't let me. I had to go to church to be around that pedophile, molesting pastor who eventually cornered me and stuck his stinking nasty tongue down my throat. That's what my grandmother wanted me in church for every Sunday. More touching than petting. Women's body meant nothing to them. It meant nothing to them. So I'm on the YouTube streets. This little boy, him and his friends, they got together and they unlifed 3 people. The little boy was 12 years old. He was angry. He was angry. Like he went to pick up his check on Friday and the business had closed angry. He just been on this earth 12 years. How he gonna get that kind of anger? I'll tell you how. Rectum bandits. That little boy was touched. The 15-year-old behind him was touched. The 17 behind him was touched. And no one asked. No one asked. Son, you got all this rage. Have you ever been touched by a man or a woman? They don't do that with boys. They don't do that with boys. Boys just get real angry. And they group up. And they feed off each other's anger because no one said, and they won't say to each other, man, when I was young, this man touched me. And I'm angry. And I'm angry. And I don't know what to do because I can't tell nobody. Because the old man told me he was making me a man. And if I told, I was gay. So he's angry. Because he doesn't want to be violated, just like the girls don't. But finally the girls will speak up faster than the boys. Do you know this whole thing with Diddy that I look at? I was so happy because men started coming forward and saying, I was drugged and essayed. They've been doing it for a long time. They have been drugging and essaying men just as much as women for a long time. But men don't tell them. They get angry at women and they beat women. I looked at that little boy and his mother was standing there, and you 12 years old and you put 2 bullets in somebody. Well, I already know this way before. I already told you if I had a son, he would have a yearly, if not monthly, rectum check by the doctor. And when something is wrong, I'm going to go after the man that touched my fucking son. And if no man is touching him, he would still be going. He had to tell me, Mommy, if a man ever touched me, I will tell you. That is the only way we would stop the doctor visits. Because I know boys don't tell. But when you're 12 years old and have enough rage in you to put bullets in people, you've been touched. And you need to start asking him those questions. And I bring that up because we're going back to the churches. Women Action Alliance. Take them to the library. Take them to the museum. Take them to a brunch. Sit at home. Y'all into y'all Book of the Dead that I call the Book of the Dead, y'all call the Bible. Sit at home and read with them. How about, have you ever done that before? Sit at the table on Sunday and have tea and coffee and the family sit around and y'all talk about the Bible? And you keep your tithes in your pocket? Because your tithes is what's going after you now. the Heritage Foundation, a group of churches that are going after women, a group of cults that don't even like each other. But they'll band together to go after women. My sister went to this Methodist church. I was building a business then, but I'm going to try to stay on point. And clearly you could tell that the pastor had at least 10 kids in the congregation. All sizes, even to lap babies. His wife had 9 children from him. And he landed everybody in the church. And my sister, she got my other sister to join, and they couldn't wait to take their money and put it on that man. And I'm saying, he is screwing the congregation. And y'all giving him your money. And you're giving him your money. You gotta stop. A call to action. Women Action Alliance. No sitting your ass on those pews on Sunday. Or Saturday or Wednesday. You will see how fast they'll start fucking with us. Because they're using your own money against you. Using your own money against you. Keep your money in your pocket. Go to an event. Let your son finally get whatever lesson you said you can't afford. Give him the tithe money. It'll work out better for him. You sending him to these churches. Let's break it down again. I studied for a long time all these games, even with this little boy. But it was 3 of them, they said they wasn't in the game. It's the video that I'm talking about. But they get in these games. Like I said, I thought it was school, I thought it was this. But no, it's the churches. Because, I'm going back to the video, the woman kept saying, I took you to church! I hear that all the time. Well, she's a good mother. She takes him to church. Why is that the measurement of a good mother? Obviously it didn't work. Because when you take him to church, he is taught war. I told y'all. I learned this song at my grandmother's Baptist church. We are soldiers in the army. We have to fight, although we got to die. We have to hold up the blood-stained banner. We have to hold it up until we die. Now what kind of shit is that? But that's where them boys come from. And I remember over the years they would say, why are you afraid to die? Or they'll say, I ain't scared to die. And you say, where did you get that from? How did that come about? Church. I'm a soldier in the army. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. And I won't stop fighting in this army. No, I won't stop fighting in this army of the Lord. Well, I'm a soldier. That's where the game comes from. Then you tell them they're a soldier for about 8 or 9 years. But ain't no soldiering in the church. So him and his friends go out, they gang up together, and they soldier like they was taught in the church. Here's another one. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. And we had to stamp. I have seen the glory of the coming. His truth is marching on. Fucking war song. And you had that little boy sitting there. And ain't no war. So him and his friends get together, make games, and they start their wars. But you never connected that back to the church. You can keep whatever cult you have in your home if you have to have it. You can still be in your cult and take out your son for activities on Sunday instead of having him sit in the church talking about war and how it ruined the whole fucking planet because she gave a man an apple to eat. Now what does that say for the fucking man? Call to action, y'all. Get out off those pews. Save your money. Put your money in the pocket. Because your money that you're putting into that offering plate is being used. The Heritage Foundation, full of churches. And they're the ones that did everything to attack Roe v. Wade once Ruth Bader Ginsburg was dead because they're pussies. Okay? Stop feeding you. Those are the ones. I would never be able to go to Catholic Church again knowing how many little boys was rectum bandaged by these priests. I wouldn't give them a fucking penny. So you know why they in the Heritage Foundation? Because when a mother has 10 kids, she can only watch 3. That means there's 7 for the pedophiles, 7 for the pimps, and 7 for those extreme cults. And she can't do anything because she can only watch 3. So that's why they want him to have all those babies. So they can come, oh, the mother, we can't feed you. Well, priest so-and-so is going to bring some food over. And then the first thing he's going to do is put your son on his fucking lap. And the first son going to think he's a savior because y'all starving. And the priest bought food. And next thing you know, your son is rectum banded. And he's angry. And he's mad. A call to action, women. Like we did back with Gloria Steinem. Let's show her some respect and some honor. Let's do a call to action. Stop putting your money in them offering plates. Let them benches be empty. And then they'll know. The Heritage Foundation say, oh, well, they found us out. We did it before. And we could do it again. Cut off the money to these cults that are putting your money towards the German Republican Party and the orange shit stain to make sure you go to jail if you try to save your life by getting a child out your body. That it's easier for a doctor, but we're going to talk about that at the end of the week, to watch you die because he's afraid to do a procedure that can save your life. Because you know he got his houses, his boats, his place in Europe. Definitely his student loans. A call to action, at least to election. If you feel that you can't stay away from them giving them your money, because they're taking your money and giving it to the billionaire, orange shit stain, and he's using it for lawyers, for his ass to stay out of jail. Call to action, ladies. The Heritage Foundation is a group, all these with the IHOP and the CCI and all that, and Glacier, Apostolic, Protestant, definitely Catholic, but you know they want them babies. They like them when they're young. All of them. And they're taking your money that you put in the tithes, or you put in when you walk into the church and drop your change in, or when they have all those programs and you put your money there, they're using that to back the orange shit stain. And they're using that because they support Project 2025. And Project 2025 is going to have y'all in a warehouse, spread legs, inseminating y'all like they do the cows and the goats. And then they'll let you out. They'll come around and feed you, and then they'll collect all the babies. The mother don't need nothing. As you see how fast we are unlifing, the mother don't mean nothing. It's the babies that they can rectum bandit. It's the babies that they can essay and control. And with the mother gone, easy peasy. Come on, y'all, let's get these weights. Hey. Okay, I gotta get the weights, but I want to remember. Short-term goal, y'all. Yes. All this week, ding, 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 we exercise. All this week, ding, 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 ding. We're awesome. Let me get the weights. The weight. I be listening to the video, I was like, what weights? You only use one weight. Yeah, Women's Action Alliance. They did shit. And the greatest shit you can do is to make sure your ass does not sit on that in that pew Sunday, Friday, whatever. Don't give your money, because the money you give, they're using to fuck you up. You cannot keep doing stuff against your own self-interest. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can't go around giving folks the weapon to hurt you. Your money that you give them, they're turning into a weapon. And then they're using it on you. You gotta stop. Keep your money. Let that offering plate be empty. Because then how are they going to send the money to the Heritage Foundation? Squeeze your gut. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. I read your comments on the end. Squeeze your gut, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I told y'all, I didn't sit next to my daughter on no pure. I knew for our culture and stuff like that, if she went around saying, no, my mother ain't taking me to that shit, that it would be rough for her. So I had to allow her godmother to take her to church. I had to allow my sister to take her to church. So they could say, oh, that's what they said. She's not a heathen. I had to remove that. But there was no way I could sit down next to her and have her hear that I'm the reason why the whole world is messed up, women, and how her reproductive system is cursed. I'm not doing that. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's my grandmother? Please. Like I said, I never had a pair of shoes that fit me correctly the whole time I was down there. I had like a mark. My feet used to swell over the shoes. But my grandmother would not miss a tide. She would not miss her money for the building foundation. She would not miss her money for the ladies missionary. And I could hardly walk. Thank goodness I became candy stripe. I had to have white orthopedic shoes. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. Call to action. Women Action Alliance. Action until the election. Stay off those pews. Take your money and use it for you, your children. Maybe get them a new pair of shoes. Maybe get them a new pair of sneakers. I know I didn't get nothing. Like I said, if I wasn't a candy stripe, and my grandmother would not let me go out unless my uniform was ironed and straight and my shoes was white. And that is how I was able to walk. But when I went to my school shoes, whatever, they were always too small for me. She was paying her tithes. She was paying to the building fund. She was paying to the dinner group. She was paying to the funeral fund. She was paying all that stuff, but not to us. Now this would be tell Granny Love what you want. Also, since I see some of y'all in the comments, I just want to let y'all know that starting November, we'll be walking for 45 minutes. Like I said, I just came to the evening, and I wanted to get used to y'all walking in the evening again. But once we hit November, I really want to do 45 minutes for November and December. But I'm just going with November for now. But we did it, y'all, all week. Don't it feel good to set a goal and meet it? It's wonderful. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. And I love y'all. I love you. I love you. You guys have a good weekend. Let me see. I got to read something. Y'all have a good weekend, but let me read these comments a minute. Okay. I know I got John, my moderator, in there, so ain't no worries there. Oh, man. Okay. John got it. You got it, John. All right, y'all. Again, like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Thanks so much for coming on the walk. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for coming on the walk.